What was your first college road trip like? What was it like going down to Louisiana?
It was a lot of fun. It was a very quick trip, so it was kind of tiring, but a lot of fun. Great to get that HBCU experience. So yeah, I mean, it was great.
I feel like the team maybe came away with a greater understanding of some things that were important.
Oh yeah, for sure. They took us on a whole campus tour. We learned a lot about the history. It was really interesting.
Where have you maybe kind of settled in terms of your play so far? Obviously, a couple of games in here, you feel like you kind of get an understanding of where you fit with everything.
Yeah, I think so. I think the exhibition game helped a lot. Just get used to the pace, used to the new offense, all my new teammates. But everybody's great. They help you know what we're running. They answer any questions you have. So, I mean, they do a great job of making sure you're comfortable.
Level of competition's about to take a jump next week. What are some things maybe you want to focus on Monday so that, by the time you get to the tournament next week, you guys are playing at the level you want to be at?
Yeah, I think we really need to focus on taking care of the ball, valuing the ball, rebounding for sure, especially once we start playing those bigger players, boxing out, getting those rebounds, and continue to push in transition. I think we can run. I think that's one of our strengths, so just continuing to do that.
You say some of the traits of the offensive identity of this team just so far?
I think we're really great at finding the open shooters, finding each other, knowing what everybody likes to do, knowing where they want the ball. So I think our chemistry plays into our offense a lot, and I think that's great.
Looks like you got a lot of attention from Southern's defense. I mean, early in your career, to feel like maybe you might have been the focal point of somebody's defensive scheme. What was that like to go through that, and then kind of how do you adjust to that?
Yeah, it was surprising. I felt a little smothered. The first half, it was a little rough, but we made some altercations at halftime, and I think my teammates really got open out on the wing. I was able to find Elise a couple times, so they do a great job at getting to the open spots and letting me know where they are on the court.
How do you think that maybe challenged you as a passer? Because I think you ended up with a fair number of assists.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely quickened up. I had to make quick decisions, and I hadn't experienced it yet. So I think it'll help a lot going forward once I start getting more double teams. So it was kind of like a learning experience.
Tell us a little bit about meeting Sabrina when she was here the last home game. Was that the first time you had met her?
I met her a couple times before, but she's great. She does a lot to help us out. I mean, she gave us a pair of shoes. She's a legend around here, so everybody looks up to her a lot.
What's your comfort level playing the center position or being the largest player on the court?
I'm getting there. I do like having Philly on the court a lot, but willing to do whatever. I think I just need to keep working on getting that post up position, getting deeper, being more physical maybe. So a couple things to work on.
How does that change defensively? Because Philly's obviously such an anchor down there in terms of protecting the rim, but when you're kind of tasked with that sort of a role, how does that change things for you?
Well, when I'm out there, we like to do a lot more switching. So, 1 through 5 switch. We play a little more aggressive and faster. Philly's a big force inside, so ball's probably more on the perimeter. Just a lot of switching.